And what credit then goes to Michael Carrick? Because it does, in the last 2 weeks, look like a team transformed.
Yeah, it does, obviously. And Harry makes a good point. They got a lot of their players are back now. There's a full group. They've got full weeks together. There's no other distractions. They can focus on the league form. And they're producing. But as we know, you win 1-2 games for Man United, fantastic. Particularly to beat City and to come to Arsenal where... But I felt United would get a result today. I was thinking maybe more of a draw, but I always felt United would turn up and they've got enough quality players. But they get that, they've got momentum now into their season, and all of it.
Like in the race,
never pace.
Never the pace. Have the pace. I don't know whether that's a reflection on like him or Saliba's recovery pace. You know,
that was impressive because when he was running through Scott, I thought, here we go, they've equalised.
And it can't. It's a long ball forward. Šeško does well to take it down. I mean, you're right. Just United a couple times in this game have just popped the ball and look so confident in possession. And that's just, you mentioned Garnacho and Rashford, which have been two of your attacking players in the last couple of years. The difference between those two lads and these two lads, and the two finishes there, and Mbeumo going through on goal, having that composure, and just that moment of real, genuine quality to be able to take the shot from 30 yards out, 25 yards out, and whip it, bend it. It's absolutely beautiful. Lee Phelps.
Suddenly you're looking at United and you're thinking, great chance of top four. 1 or 2 months ago, you're saying, no, I don't think they'll do it. But no, if they play with that confidence and belief, then you give the manager credit, you give his staff credit, and the players are turning up. Simple as that.
Would you give it Carrick then, now, Roy?
Job? No, you're being silly now. No,
serious. No, would you give him the job? He's had two great performances.
Yeah, 2 great performances, but anybody can win 2 games. That's what he does at the end of the season. And even if they do get into 4th, I still wouldn't be convinced he's the man for the job. Absolutely not. I still think they need a bigger and better manager. But he's got the opportunity. What a chance it is for him. And you know what? He's taking it. So, fair play to him.
Michael, we're here till 8 o'clock. We've got all that time to get into the weeds of Manchester United's future. But in terms of Arsenal, Patrick, what does this defeat do to their title challenge now? They're still 4 points clear.
They're still 4 points clear. But there's still some question about the mental strength of the team. I think that performance will be really disappointed because it's not the fact that they lose the game, but it's the way they lose the game. I think there was a lack of creativity. They didn't create enough. I think Saka on the right or Trossard on the left-hand side didn't produce enough to really create danger for United. So they will be, I think, in this situation, a leader to lift the spirit of the team. There will be this momentum where we will need somebody to make them understand that when they are on the field, they have to play. I think this is a team.
Guys, well played. Harry, as you've just been applauding them, you've made those Manchester United supporters very happy indeed. On the back of what you did in the derby, how special a result and performance was that?
Yeah, definitely. It was absolutely massive. We know that, obviously, the first game, the derby, at Old Trafford, you always get up for them, and you know that one-off results can happen, so we had to back it up today, and we spoke about it before the game, coming to the league leaders who have been excellent this year, I must say, and we asked
that historically needs very little introduction in the Premier League. It's one of the enduring rivalries, isn't it, Sam? Arsenal against Manchester United. The Sunday Express's back page has got the headline, "Go Raise the Roof," from Mikel Arteta. I was at his news conference, as were you, on Friday, and the question was asked, almost, the fans at the Emirates getting a little bit twitchy, getting a little bit nervy. What was his message to them? He didn't address the fact that they were getting nervy or twitchy, simply go and be the 12th man.
Yeah, and that's a constant theme of Arteta's time at Arsenal. He's always been very demanding of the home fans, and I think in a lot of occasions in previous years it's been quite effective, and Arsenal have done a lot to sort of build the atmosphere pre-match. And ahead of the PSG game last year, the semi-final of the Champions League, they had a address from Arteta looking down the camera, sort of "we need you," kind of recruiting the whole fans to the team. And it's a big thing for Arteta, and he's been very personally involved in building that atmosphere. But there is a fundamental issue right now at the Emirates Stadium, which is that there is so much anxiety and angst among the fan base because they've been scarred by the previous 3 years of finishing second and being so close and just falling short every time. And B, because they know that they've got every ingredient possible that they could ever need to win the league. Everything's set up for them to do it this year, and they know how good the team is. But there's so much worry that they won't fulfil that potential, that I think it creeps into the stands, and to an extent in certain games has creeped onto the pitch as well. And you hear it sometimes after half an hour of games, 20 minutes, if it's not going as Arsenal really want, you start hearing those groans and those frustrations. And I mean, maybe that's just the fans around the press box, that's where I sit, maybe that's just a slightly misguided view, but I think a lot of people share that perception that it's so on edge right now and it's so emotional for Arsenal, and that's totally understandable, but I don't think it helps the team in any way.
With that in mind, Carl, how big a test is this of their credentials and their mentality? Because they've got a little bit of heat on them following City's win now, haven't they?
Yeah, a little bit of attention. They are the hunters. They're not the hunters. It's a different dynamic. Liverpool fans can probably share notes with Arsenal fans about what it's like when you're far ahead of Manchester City in the title race, and you have to make sure you stay calm. Sam's totally right. There's a tension. It does feel like there's almost anxiety among some sections of the Arsenal fan base that, to Arteta's credit, doesn't go onto the field too often. I think Arsenal are the best team in England. They should be winning the Premier League. This shouldn't be a concern. If everything keeps going, it's fine. And yet there are little things that sometimes as a Manchester United reporter, you're paying attention to. The fact that Manchester United are playing in a black kit today at the Emirates shouldn't mean anything. And yet, ... history of the Premier League, certain performances, is that going to plant a seed of doubt in not the Arsenal players' minds, but might it plant a seed of doubt in a home crowd that might have a bit of tension in those early 10 minutes? So if United start hot, could something happen?
I think the danger is it's a free hit for United today, because there's a bit of a euphoria right now because of the situation. The derby win last week, Michael Carrick's in, DNA, etc. And I think that they go to the Emirates.
That is what Manchester United is supposed to look like. Michael Carrick masterclass. He got the boys running. He got the boys fighting. He got the boys expressing themselves. Unbelievable. Every single player today was unreal. And Paul Scholes and Nicholas Butt, you have been put on notice. We want apologies. We want apologies as loud as the disrespect for Lisandro Martinez. Because last time I checked in that stadium, Erling Haaland was stinker and hooked. Stinker and hooked, bro. Yeah? It was Martinez putting Haaland on his back and almost carrying him off the pitch. So you, man, get on your podcast and say sorry. That's what we need. But as for the players, they were unreal from minute one. Fighting in tackles, showing passion, showing heart. It's not rocket science. And to take the piss even more, he went to a back five to see the game out, Michael Carrick. He went back to the Ruben formation and got the third goal. All right, it was disallowed, but it don't matter. I'll have more of it. I'll have more of this, please. I'll have more of this, please. But listen, we remain
number 6 as well. Someone like Yuri and Timber who can flip between roles, and Calafiori being back. If Arsenal play sensible football to the sum of their parts, they should go through this game swimmingly. And yet, confidence among Manchester United that Arsenal fans will say is completely unearned. And yet you never know.
Sam, an easy quiz question for you. Well, I'm going to do it the other way around. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Michael Carrick, Ralf Rangnick, Erik ten Hag, Ruben Amorim, Darren Fletcher and Michael Carrick is the answer, what is the question?
How many managers have taken on Arteta at Arsenal?
So they're the United managers since Mikel Arteta has been in charge at Arsenal. The reason I'm asking you that question is because I want to direct you towards the Mail on Sunday piece that Riyadh Al Samurai has written. Arsenal offer United blue.
Looked all set up for Arsenal to push for the winner, but it was you that got it. What your most special moment in a United shirt so far?
100%. I think this kind of games, the games then we dream to play. When I come to United, of course, like these are the games that we watch on television and want to be part of that. And of course, I think this is one of the best moments for me here. Yeah, so like you say, it is a game you watch on television. You dream of scoring the winner in a game like this. What does it mean to do it? Everything is exactly what I try to feel when I come in these kind of games. Always they say it's to big players, and to be part of that, like have teammates like Harry, everyone here, the leaders, always teach me how is the feeling, and to be here in the pitch now and then help them to conquer this win is everything. Harry, what on earth has happened in the last 12, 14 days?
Yeah, obviously Michael's come in, he's been brilliant with us.
Print on how to walk their way out of the wasteland. He says beyond a pair of underwhelming strikers purchased at vast cost in the summer, there is little or no common ground between the respective versions of United and Arsenal in 2026. When they face off at the Emirates Stadium today, those disparities could be conclusively emphasised. But in such a fixture exists a blueprint for how United must walk their way out of the wasteland. In short, copy Arsenal. Does it show what Arsenal have done, the value of patience, plan and a structure?